The young man had always dreamed of achieving something big in life, but every day seemed to remind him of how far he was from his goals. He woke up early, tried to plan his day, yet by the evening, he felt like he hadn't accomplished anything meaningful. Work piled up, deadlines loomed, and no matter how hard he pushed, success seemed to slip further away. He watched his friends and colleagues excel effortlessly, achieving milestones that he could only imagine reaching. Each of their successes felt like a mirror reflecting his own failures, leaving him frustrated and full of self-doubt. He had tried everything he could think of, reading motivational books, watching videos, setting huge goals, even copying the routines of successful people he admired, but nothing seemed to stick. One day, after yet another failed attempt to stay productive, he found himself staring at the ceiling, wondering why life felt so heavy. He felt trapped in a loop of disappointment and exhaustion, wondering if he just wasn't capable enough. The frustration started building inside him, creating a sense of urgency mixed with fear. He knew he wanted change, but he didn't know where to begin. His mornings began with hesitation and a lack of focus. Even with the best intentions, he procrastinated, distracted by his phone, social media, and endless trivial tasks. He promised himself that tomorrow would be different, but tomorrow came with the same struggles and setbacks. He felt like he was running a race without a finish line, and every attempt to speed up only made him more exhausted. This sense of helplessness weighed on him, but deep inside, a tiny spark of hope remained, a belief that there had to be a way to break free from this cycle. The tension grew as he watched others succeed. Some friends achieved promotions, some launched side projects, and others seemed to live lives full of energy and purpose. He admired them but also felt envy and discouragement. He began questioning himself, "Am I lazy? Am I doing something wrong? Why is success so easy for them and so hard for me?" These thoughts added to his mental burden, making the struggle feel almost unbearable. Yet, this very frustration became the catalyst for change because it forced him to look deeper, to search for a solution that was not obvious but powerful. As the days passed, he became aware that all his failed attempts shared a common problem: inconsistency. He tried extreme routines and sudden changes, expecting instant results, but the results were temporary, leaving him disheartened. This awareness became his first lesson, the realization that nothing worthwhile could happen overnight. The conflict he faced was not just external in his environment but internal, in his own mindset. He had to confront his impatience, self-doubt, and fear of failure. He had to understand that real transformation would require something different, something he hadn't tried yet. By the end of this section, the audience feels his struggles deeply. They see him as relatable and real, someone who mirrors their own challenges. The emotional storytelling makes viewers empathize with his frustration, disappointment, and longing for success. At the same time, a sense of anticipation builds. The audience knows that a turning point is coming, and they are drawn in, eager to discover the secret that will change his life. This section sets the stage for transformation, showing that before anyone can become unstoppable, they must first face their struggles honestly and completely. One morning, after months of feeling stuck, he stumbled upon a simple yet powerful idea that would change everything. It wasn't some complicated system or a secret formula, it was a single habit practiced consistently every day. He decided to commit to it, not expecting instant results, but simply trusting the process. At first, the change was subtle. A small improvement here, a slight boost in focus there, but over time, these tiny shifts began to accumulate. He realized that consistency, even in small actions, was more powerful than occasional bursts of effort or extreme routines that burned him out. As he practiced this habit daily, he began to notice a transformation in his mindset. He felt more in control of his day and more confident in his abilities. Tasks that once seemed overwhelming now felt manageable. He was no longer paralyzed by fear or self-doubt because he had created a rhythm of small, intentional actions that propelled him forward. Friends and colleagues started noticing a difference too. People admired his newfound energy and focus, asking him what had changed. The recognition was rewarding, but more importantly, he felt proud of the discipline he had cultivated. The habit didn't just improve his productivity, it reshaped his self-belief. Every day that he followed through reinforced the idea that he could achieve what he once thought was impossible. He began setting bigger goals, not because he had suddenly become a genius, but because he trusted the compounding power of consistent effort. This transformation was both external and internal. His life circumstances started improving as he made better choices, and his internal confidence soared as he proved to himself that he could stick to a commitment. Moments of doubt still appeared, but now he had a strategy to overcome them. Instead of giving in to procrastination or distraction, he returned to his habit, knowing that persistence was stronger than temporary setbacks. Each day became a step forward, each small win a confirmation that he was moving in the right direction. The narrative highlights these moments to create an emotional connection with viewers, showing that change is a process and that struggles are part of the journey, not the end of it. By the end of this story, he is no longer the frustrated, stuck person from section 1. He has become unstoppable, not because of luck or extraordinary talent, but because of the simple habit he committed to every single day. The audience feels a mix of relief, joy, and inspiration as they witness his transformation. The emotional storytelling, combined with clear, simple language, makes the lesson easy to understand and apply. Viewers are motivated to adopt the same principle in their own lives, realizing that extraordinary results come from ordinary actions done consistently. The moral of the story is clear and powerful. Success is not achieved overnight or through dramatic changes, but through small, consistent habits practiced with patience and determination. By embracing a simple habit and committing to it daily, anyone can transform their life and become unstoppable. The audience is left inspired, empowered, and ready to take immediate action, knowing that the key to change lies not in perfection, but in persistence. This ending reinforces both emotional impact and motivational power, leaving viewers with a strong sense of hope and possibility.